Ever found yourself paralyzed by fear? Ever wondered how much your life would change if you could just conquer those fears? Fear, an emotion we've all grappled with, has an uncanny knack for infiltrating every aspect of our lives. It's a powerful force, capable of halting us in our tracks, making us second-guess ourselves, and even stopping us from pursuing our dreams. But what if I told you it doesn't have to be this way? Let's consider a few common fears we all might relate to. The fear of failure, for instance, is one that many of us struggle with. It's the voice in our heads that whispers doubts and insecurities, telling us we're not good enough, we're not capable enough, and it's safer not to try at all. Then there's the fear of public speaking, a dread so widespread it has its own term, glossophobia. This fear can cripple us, making us shy away from opportunities to share our ideas or express our thoughts, simply because the thought of standing in front of a crowd is too daunting. And let's not forget the fear of rejection, a deeply ingrained fear that can affect our personal relationships, our professional lives, and our self-esteem. This fear can prevent us from taking risks, from putting ourselves out there, and from seeking the connections we crave. But here's the thing about fear. It's not an invincible enemy. It's a challenge, a hurdle, a mountain to climb. And like any challenge, it can be overcome. Fear can feel like a dark forest, dense and impenetrable. But every forest has a path, a way through. And the first step to finding that path is understanding the nature of fear itself. Fear is a response, a reaction to perceived threats. It's a survival mechanism designed to protect us. But when fear becomes an obstacle, when it stops us from living our lives to the fullest, it's time to take control. Fear can be a powerful obstacle, but it doesn't have to control your life. The first step to overcoming your fear is acknowledging its existence. Picture an uninvited guest at your doorstep. You can either slam the door in their face, pretending they're not there, or you can let them in, understand their purpose, and constructively find a way for them to leave. Similarly, our fears demand recognition. When we ignore or deny our fears, we allow them to grow in the shadows of our mind, intensifying their grip on us. But when we bravely acknowledge them, we bring them into the light. This act of acknowledgement doesn't mean that we're weak or incapable. Instead, it's a testament to our courage and willingness to face what scares us. So let's rip off that proverbial Band-Aid. Let's look our fears in the eye and say, I see you, I acknowledge you. It's only by confronting these fears head-on that we can ever hope to overcome them. After all, you can't conquer what you won't confront. The second step involves equipping yourself with knowledge. Knowledge, in this context, is understanding the root cause of your fear. It's like trying to solve a puzzle. You can't complete it if you don't understand how the pieces fit together. In the same vein, you can't overcome fear without understanding what triggers it, what fuels it. Is it a traumatic event from the past, or an unexpressed worry about the future? Is it the fear of the unknown, or is it something else entirely? By answering these questions, you can begin to demystify your fear. And once you do, you'll find that what once seemed formidable now appears manageable. Knowledge gives you perspective. It helps you see your fear for what it truly is, not a monstrous, unconquerable beast, but a challenge that you can face and overcome. Knowledge is power, and it can set you free from your fears. The third step is to use positive affirmations. Positive affirmations are powerful tools to rewire your brain and combat fear. They are statements that you repeat to yourself, designed to foster a positive mindset and change your life. You see, our brains are like plastic. They can be molded and shaped by our thoughts and experiences in a process known as neuroplasticity. When we constantly repeat positive affirmations, we can rewire our brains to believe these affirmations as truth, replacing negative thought patterns with positive ones. This can help to reduce fear and anxiety and foster a sense of self-belief and confidence. It's like having a supportive friend in your head, always ready to reassure you and lift you up. So whether your affirmation is, I am capable, or I am fearless, say it with conviction, believe in it, and watch as it slowly changes your perspective and attitude towards fear. Let yourself change your life. The fourth step is to visualize your success. If the mind can conceive it, you can achieve it. This isn't just a catchy phrase, but a testament to the power of visualization. When we visualize, we create a mental image of what we want to happen or feel. In our case, it's overcoming fear. Imagine yourself facing the situation you fear, but instead of the usual outcome, you conquer it. You stand tall, unafraid, triumphant. This mental rehearsal prepares your mind and body for the real thing. It creates a blueprint of success in your subconscious, which can boost your confidence. Furthermore, visualization triggers the same neural pathways in our brains as the actual action would. This means that by merely visualizing, we're essentially training our brains for success. It's like a mental workout. So, give yourself a few quiet moments each day to practice visualization. Paint that picture of success in your mind and embrace it. See it to believe it. The fifth step is to take action. Now, this might sound like a tall order, especially when we're talking about confronting something that scares you. But let's be clear, we're not suggesting you leap into your biggest fear headfirst. Instead, we're talking about taking small, manageable steps. Think of it as a journey. You wouldn't attempt to scale a mountain in a single stride, would you? No, you'd start at the base and gradually work your way up, one step at a time. That's the approach we're advocating for here. Confronting your fear might start with simply thinking about it without trying to push it away. Then, you might move on to talking about it with someone you trust. Gradually, you can work your way up to facing it head-on, always at a pace that feels right for you. Remember, every step you take, no matter how small, is a victory in itself. Action conquers fear. The sixth step is persistence. It's the quality of sticking with your goals despite the hurdles that may come your way. It's about keeping the flame of determination burning even when the winds of doubt try to blow it out. Imagine a river that flows against a mighty boulder. The river doesn't crash once and retreat. It keeps flowing, striking against the rock day after day, year after year. Over time, the most formidable stone can't withstand the river's persistence and is eventually worn away. Similarly, persistence in facing our fears can lead us to conquer them. There may be times when fear seems insurmountable, like a boulder blocking our path. But remember, persistence is our river. It's our continuous effort that can erode even the most intimidating fears. Setbacks are mere stepping stones. They're not there to deter us, but to make us stronger, to make our resolve firmer, and to make our victory sweeter. Persistence breaks down resistance. The seventh and final step is to seek and accept support. It's a common misconception that fear is a battle to be fought alone. That's simply not true. It's a human instinct to face adversity with a sense of solitary heroism. But let's remember, we are social beings by nature. We thrive on connections, interactions, and shared experiences. Imagine walking through a dark forest. It's terrifying to do so alone, isn't it? Now imagine having a guide, someone who's walked that path before, lighting the way and offering reassurance that you're on the right track. That's the power of support. It can illuminate the path, give courage, and provide comfort in the face of fear. Whether it's a mentor, a therapist, a friend, or even a family member, having someone who understands your struggle, who can offer guidance, or simply lend a listening ear can be a tremendous source of strength. A mentor, with their wealth of experience, can help you navigate through your fears. A therapist, with their professional knowledge, can provide you with coping mechanisms and strategies. Friends and family, with their love and care, can provide a safe space for you to express your fears without judgment. Remember, seeking support isn't a sign of weakness. On the contrary, it's a sign of strength, resilience, and wisdom. It's about recognizing your limitations and understanding that it's okay to lean on others. It's about embracing the idea that overcoming fear is a journey, and it's perfectly fine to ask someone to walk with you on that path. So don't hesitate to reach out. You'd be surprised how willing people are to lend a helping hand, to share their experiences, to offer guidance. The world is full of people who want to help, who want to see you succeed, who want to see you conquer your fears. You are not alone in your journey to overcome fear. To recap, the 7 ways to overcome fear are: firstly, acknowledging your fear. Acceptance is the first step towards overcoming. Secondly, harness the power of knowledge. Understand your fear, its roots, its triggers, and its effects. Thirdly, adopt positive affirmations. A positive mindset can help you combat negative emotions. Fourthly, visualize your success. Envision yourself conquering your fear. This mental picture will serve as a beacon of hope in your journey. Fifthly, take action. Fear retreats when you face it head-on. Sixthly, persist in your efforts. Don't let setbacks deter you from your path. Lastly, value the support of others. Whether it's friends, family, or a support group, don't underestimate the strength you can draw from others. Fear can be formidable, but remember, it's only as deep as the mind allows. You have the power to overcome it. It's not an overnight journey, but a consistent effort. Every step you take towards overcoming your fears is a victory. Start today.